Today we are going to discuss the Waldron coat of arms, but before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. First coat of arms to discuss is blazoned Lozengy or and Azure, a bend gules bezantée, crest, 2 laurel branches, and saltire proper. And we know that this dates to the 11th century, which is fairly early. And unfortunately, we weren't able to find any additional information about it. Next is Argent, a bend fussily gules. This was borne by John Waldron and Robert Walrond in the 13th century. Next is berry of 6 or and Azure, an eagle displayed with 2 heads. This was borne by the Waldrons of Alborne and County Wiltshire, England. There was Thomas Waldron, who died in 1569, son and heir of Thomas, who was son and heir of William Waldron. And also by the Waldrons of Pucklechurch in County Gloucester, England. There was Robert Walrond of Pucklechurch, alive in the year 1623, son of William Waldron of Langridge in County Somerset, who was son of William and son of Robert. Next is Azure 2 bars Argent on a cheap or a lion passant gules. Another Argent, a fess between 3 griffins' heads erased sable for Waldron of Lancashire, England. Argent, a bend between 3 griffins' heads erased sable. This was the coat of arms of William Waldorn, or Waldron, who died in 1424. He was mayor of London, sheriff of London and Middlesex, and the son of Geoffrey Waldron of Waldron in County Sussex. Essentially the same coat of arms, but with greyhounds' heads. Next is Argent 3 bulls cabossed sable attired or, borne by the Waldrons of Barbados. There was Colonel Humphrey Waldron of the Sea, which was, I believe, in Devonshire, and he was the governor of Barbados, the first Marquess de Vallado, son of Humphrey Walrond of Sea, and it looks like they ultimately descended from Osmond Walrond. And there was also Sir Alexander Waldron, who was knighted in 1672, who was elected to the Assembly of Barbados. It was also the arms of the Waldrons of East Bridgeford in Nottinghamshire, and the Waldrons of Dulford in Devonshire, Lyons Walrond of Dulford House, son of Joseph Lyons Waldron of Antigua and Dulford House, and they descended from Maine Sweet Walrond of Antigua, who died in 1764. It was also borne by one William Waldron, who died in Ireland in 1675, the son of William Waldron of Warwick. And lastly, Thomas Waldron, who died in 1677, physician in ordinary to King Charles II and his household, the son of Thomas Waldron of Tenbury in Worcestershire. Similar coat of arms, crest for Waldron of Bradfield in Devonshire. They descended from William Waldron of Bradfield, who lived in the 13th century. Later came Sir William Waldron, born 1639, a cavalier who served as High Sheriff of Devon, and Henry Waldron, who died in 1687, a rector of Woolfardisworthy. And then from that branch of the family descended Waldron of Calder Park in Scotland. There was Theodore Waldron, born 1788, a merchant in the West Indies, who was son of Charles Wills Walrond. Here we see Bradfield House, as well as Sir William Waldron, and his looks like an effigy in a church probably, and Calder House. Next is Argent, a chevron ermine between 3 bulls' heads, cooped sable armed gules for Waldron of Langridge in County Somerset. There was Edward Waldron of Langridge, who died in 1604, son of Thomas, and he himself had sons Francis, Richard, and Lawrence. And lastly, gules, 3 birch trees eradicated Argent for Waldron of Berkeley, found in a heraldic roll dated around the year 1510. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, where we offer genealogy research service. Link in the description. Thank you very much.